Honourable Member for Langley.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's a real honour to be able to speak to this bill. I want to share with this House how this bill came about. I had, about 2 years ago, a constituent to visit me in my office, and she was a mom, told me the story that her daughter had been sexually assaulted by the neighbor right across the street. And that was a horrific experience for the whole family. But then the experience, the horror, continued as the courts permitted the offender to serve the sentence, a large portion of the sentence, at home right across the street. The family lived in terror, keeping their blinds closed and afraid to go out because they may see the offender. Every time the family would return to their neighborhood, return to their home, the home that should be safe, the neighborhood that they loved, every time they would come home from work or school, the whole family, the mother, the father, the siblings, they would have this horrible feeling in their gut that would they see this person and how would they have to respond to this person. It was a neighborhood that was actually very friendly, close-knit neighborhood. And that all ended, the neighborhood barbecues on the street, that all ended when the courts provided the offender the opportunity to serve the sentence at home right across the street from the victim. Mr. Speaker, I do appreciate my colleagues across the way expressing concern that this may be a knee-jerk reaction. I can assure them this is not. Shortly after hearing this horrific story, I contacted other members, including the member from Fort McMurray, Athabasca, and knew of his legal experience. And through the consultation process of even talking to members across the way, this bill, 489, was developed. And I want to thank all members of this House for indicating support for this to go to the next step, to go to the Justice Committee. Mr. Speaker, it's important that we develop something that will consider the victims and the impact of sentencing on the victims, and I believe this bill does. I want to thank the legal experts from private members' business. I want to thank the Minister of Justice and the Minister's staff, particularly Dominique. I want to thank the Parliamentary Secretary for Public Safety and the member from Okanagan-Coquihalla, the member from Brampton West, the member from Kedona St. Paul, and from the opposition members and the critics. I would not have been able to move forward without their help. Mr. Speaker, the duty of each of us is to make this Parliament work. We're doing that with 489, and I look forward to critiquing it, amending it, so it makes it even safer. So, Mr. Speaker, on behalf of all Canadians, I thank this Parliament, all members of it, as we work to make all homes in Canada safer. Thank you so much.